Every day, millions hold the 5 naira note. But few stop to ask, who is this man? A calm face, with eyes that have seen both hope and heartbreak. Behind that quiet gaze lies the story of a teacher. A man who loved his people more than power, who spoke softly, but carried the dreams of a nation in his heart. This is the story of Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, the humble teacher who rose from the dusty roads of Bauchi to become the first Prime Minister of a newborn Nigeria. He was born in December 1912 in a small village near Bauchi, where the call to prayer echoed over red earth. And dreams were simple. His father, a cattle trader, taught him honesty, patience, and faith. Balewa was just a boy with bare feet and big dreams, walking miles under the burning sun just to reach a classroom. He didn't know it then, but those long walks were leading him toward history. In the classroom, he found his purpose. He wasn't the kind of teacher who raised his voice. He raised minds. He believed knowledge was light, and that even the poorest child deserved a chance to shine. His students called him Malam Balewa, not just a teacher, but a mirror of integrity. He carried chalk like a weapon of change, writing hope on blackboards, and in the hearts of those who listened. When the winds of freedom began to blow across Africa, Balewa put down his chalk and stepped into politics, not for power, but for purpose. He joined the Northern People's Congress, standing beside Sir Ahmadu Bello. 2 men, 1 dream. He spoke in calm tones, but every word carried the weight of truth. Even the British called him the golden voice of Africa, because when Tafawa Balewa spoke, the world paused and listened. October 1st, 1960, as the green-white-green rose high into the sky, a nation was born, and at its heart stood Tafawa Balewa, the quiet teacher from Bauchi, now Prime Minister of Nigeria. He did not walk with pride, but with purpose. He fought for education, for unity, for Africa's place on the global stage. He was respected, not feared, and under his watch, Nigeria dreamed boldly. But power is a storm, and even the calmest voice can be drowned by chaos. In January 1966, darkness crept into the night. Soldiers moved through the city, and whispers of betrayal filled the air. Balewa, the man who preached peace, was taken from his home, quietly, without resistance. Days later, his lifeless body was found on the outskirts of Lagos. Years have passed, but his voice still echoes in the hearts of those who dream of a united Nigeria. From the classrooms of Bauchi to the corridors of power, his journey reminds us that greatness begins with service. Today, schools, roads, and universities bear his name, but his real monument lives in the spirit of every Nigerian who believes in peace, learning, and dignity. A teacher who gave his life trying to hold a nation together. He was a teacher who became a leader, and a leader who died a teacher. If you believe Nigeria still carries the dream he lived for, share his story, because when we remember Tafawa Balewa, we remember the heart of a nation that still longs for peace.